Hey everybody, so here we have this Acer Chromebook, which I have featured in a previous video, and I put a card to that in the upper right corner. So in that video you'll see where I did an emergency repair to this machine because it was dropped and it sustained quite a bit of damage from the drop. And this packaging tape was not my doing. That was what the owner of this machine put on there afterwards. But this thing took a fall, and it was a pretty nasty fall, and I was able to get it at least back together and working. However, that repair was not intended to be a permanent repair. It was intended to be a temporary repair to buy the owner some time to get anything they needed off the computer and replace the computer. So this machine only has like a really small motherboard in it, and that's about it. It does not have like an M.2 slot for your SSD. It's probably got eMMC memory on board, and the RAM that's on it is soldered to the board, so next to nothing you can do to it to upgrade it. It's one of those types of machines. So the thing is, this laptop, as I mentioned, when I returned it to the owner, I mentioned that this was a quote-unquote temporary fix to buy them some time in order for them to be able to get anything they needed off the system and replace the computer, because could not guarantee it would last long. And I guess they didn't heed my warning. They kept using this computer, and that was a year ago. They brought this thing to me yesterday and claimed it had a burning smell to it. So right up in here you can see this USB-C port is it's seen its better days. And in the previous video I mentioned how they could charge from the other port, and again it was just a sort of temporary fix to get them back up and running. But the thing is, of course, as mentioned, that motherboard does not have a M.2 slot for SSD, so if the motherboard fails, well, they're pretty much screwed. So this motherboard, something happened to cause a short circuit in here, and I can smell it, and it smells like it is the magic smoke. Basically, when they handed me this thing, I pretty much condemned it on the spot, saying, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do for you. The last quote-unquote repair that I did was not intended to be permanent. It was intended to buy you some time, and you wasted that time. You didn't take the precautions to get the data off and replace the computer, and therefore here we are. And they would not take no for an answer, so I was like, okay, I'll look at it. And basically what I did is I just looked up online and of course confirmed what I pretty much already knew. The motherboard in this machine does not have a removable SSD. It's soldered to the board. Therefore, if the motherboard fails, or in this case lets out the magic smoke, it's not good. Not good at all. Now, with this being a Chromebook, I do suspect that the data in question is probably synced to a Google account, and I tried to explain this to them, and I don't know. But yeah, the moral of the story is, if you take your let's say your computer gets damaged. Let's say if it's like a cheapened machine like this, and it gets damaged, and you take it into somewhere to have it worked on, and the technician tells you that the repair is not guaranteed, it's intended to buy you some time, it probably means the computer is going to likely fail again. And it was like, hey, just FYI, you might want to be prepared in case the computer fails again. So there you have it. Don't end up in the situation of this customer here. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video from Q channel. If this is your first time, please subscribe to the channel and tick the bell so you get notified of a new video I post. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, leave a comment, and share this video as well as the channel with your friends to get the word out. In addition, I have a second YouTube channel, that's QCompMTDX. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for your support.